go. So this is going to be just a practice video for you. So I'll start with the warm-ups. Let's do right hand first. So we're just going to do those 5 finger scales we were talking about. Start by finding a C. So we know C is under the group of 2 black notes. So it's going to be this one right here. Finger 1, meaning thumb in the right hand. We're just going to go up and down. And watch my hand position here. So you don't want your wrist to be below the keys ever. It should be up a little. Think about a golf ball or so size space under your hand. And just up and down. Okay, and now let's do left hand. You can use the same C if you want, middle C, or you can go an octave lower. I would probably do that. It's just going to be more comfortable for where your arm is on your body. So here we go, left hand. Same position, arm should just be resting by your side, elbow slightly bent, and wrist above the keys. Okay, now just for giggles, try them hands together. I'll go a bit slower. And let's do it one more time. Okay, there you go. So there's your C 5-finger scale. I'm going to do all of that over again on a G now. So for G, 2 different ways you can find it. You can start on C and count up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's G. Or you can find a group of 3 black notes, and it's going to be in the middle of the 2 bottom black notes. So that's how another way you can find G. So right hand, here we go. And left hand. And let's try hands together, but a little bit slower. And again. Okay, now everything we'll do one more time, but on A this time. So you can keep your hands where they are and shift them up 1. So now you're going to be on the white notes in between the 2 higher of the group of 3. So this one is going to sound different. This is our first one that's major. Or sorry, this is our first one that's minor. The other 2 are major. So we can hear happy. This one starting on A is going to be minor, so it should sound a little gloomier, a little bit more morose, not happy, sunshiny. So here's right hand. Have a listen. Oop, let me try that again. And here's left hand. And here they are together. And again. So we'll get more into why major and minor sound different. All you really need to know going forward at this point is that there are different relationships, different distances between the notes. That's why they sound different. Any key can be major or minor. They just have slightly different changes in the distance between the notes. That's why they sound different. Okay, I'll just keep going down the lesson plan. So next we have amazed. So this is a good angle. You should be able to see my hands really easily from here. So what I'll do first is I'll just show you the, if you see me looking off this way, by the way, that's where my computer is. So I'll just show you the left hand chords, and we really only have 4 of them on this first page. So we have a C chord, a G chord, an A minor chord, and an F chord. Now I know on the A minor chord it says A minor 7. Ignore the 7 for now. I think we talked about that before. That just makes it a 4-note chord instead of 3. We're not going to bother with that yet, especially because you're on a timeline. So left hand chords, we're going to start with a C chord. We know C is the white note under the group of 2 black notes. Finger 5, meaning pinky, we're going to put there. So we're going to have finger 5 on C, finger 3 on E, and finger 1, which is your thumb, on the G above that. So here's your C chord, C, E, and G. Okay, for our next one, we're going to a G chord after this. Now, the way you would normally do a G chord is you'd have G on the bottom, and it's G, B, and D. But since we're already holding a G from the C chord before, we're going to make our lives easier and keep that G. So keep the G, but what we're going to do with these bottom 2 notes is move them down. So you have B on the bottom, D in the middle, and G on top. So there's your position for G chord. Now let's go back to C chord, and now play your G chord again, and back to C chord, and back to G chord, and do it once more back and forth just for good luck. Okay, And then next we have the A minor chord. Ignore the 7, just pretend it says A-M, little m for minor. Okay, so we're here right now playing a G chord. What you're going to do for the A minor chord is move every note up 1. So B becomes C, D becomes E, and G becomes A. And that's our A minor chord. So now let's go through the 3. C major first, then a G chord. Now everything moves up to A minor. Okay, good. There's only one left. Now we have the F chord. This is the easiest to change. Take the A minor chord, C, E, A. All you change is the middle note. E becomes F now. Okay, and there's your F chord. So let's go through those 4 chords one more time. C chord first, G chord, everything goes up to A minor, middle note becomes F. Do it again, C chord, now bottom 2 notes, G chord, everything goes up 1, now F in the middle. Okay, so there you go, that's the chords, and I think C, G, A minor, F. Okay, good, and then that repeats, so you have that pattern twice. Okay, next we'll look at the right hand notes, and this is the singing part, meaning the right hand has the melody. So the first ones we have, I think I named these on your page, but just if I didn't, let me know and I can name them on your page. So we have E, 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 G, F, G to start. So because you're on a timeline and you have a time crunch to get this ready for your sister's wedding, I'm just going to show you the notes. Normally I want you to figure them out for yourself, but I will just show you. So E, right here. E is going to be above the group of 2 black notes. Personally, I would use finger 3, your middle finger on this, just because it's going to be easier with the rest of the line. So the first one we have E, 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 G, B. And that goes with every time our eyes meet. Okay, and then you'll notice that the next note you have is also a G, but you can see on the page they're not at the same spot. So right away that tells us that they're not going to be the same G. So this first one we have G right here, and then we're going down all the way down to here to this G. So you can tell because they're different spots on the staff, they're going to be different spots on the piano. So our next G is actually not here, but all the way down here. G below middle C. And that's on the word this. So then we go, this feeling that's inside me, we go G, B, B, oh, there's no that's. This feeling inside me. So it should be G, B, 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 C, D. So let's go over those 2 lines together now. So we have E to start. E, 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 F, G. Now go down to low G. G, B, 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 C, D. And then the next part, going on from the melody there, we have A, C, D, E, D, C, A. Easy enough, you're going up and then down. So we start A below middle C, C, D, E, D, C, A, C. So you're basically doing that A minor scale that we already learned, but without a B. Okay? And that is for It's Almost More Than I Can Take. It's almost more than I can take. That's what that lines up with. So let's review all of the right hand now. And the good news is then it repeats the pattern. So you already know 2 lines. So right hand starting on E. Here we go. E, 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 F, G. Go down. G, B, 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 C, D. Down to A. A, C, D, E, D, C, A, C. And then let's try the next part because it's exactly the same. So this is Baby When You Touch Me now. Do, 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 do. And then this changes a little bit. It's just a bunch of B's and then C, D. B, 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 C, D. And then the same. A, C, D, E, D, C, A, C. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole chunk that we have left hand, the whole chunk right hand, and then I'll put them together and you can practice along with that to try and start putting them together. So left hand we have C, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 3, 4, everything moves up to A, 2, 3, middle note becomes F, 2, 3, and we repeat back to C and C, 2, 3, 4 to G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at the right hand, starting on E. I'll count us in, 1, 2, and here we go, rest. E, 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 F, G, low G, G, E, B, B, C, D, now A, C, D, E, D, C, A, C, and now we go back up to E again, E, 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 F, G, bunch of B's, B, 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 C, D, and then that same pattern, A, C, D, E, D, C, A, C. Okay, so now I'm going to put all of those notes together, hands together, but I'll go slower so you can follow along with it. So left hand is going to start with the chord, and then right hand comes in on beat 2. So don't really worry about the beat so much yet. You know the song, just play it how it sounds. So have a listen, I'll go nice and slow. And now we're on Baby When You Touch Me. Okay, and I don't know if you noticed when I was playing that, but I discovered that your hands kind of crash land into each other. So you can either take exactly what I did and put the right hand up, or you can do the opposite, keep the right hand where it is, but do the left hand down the octave. Oh, sorry. You get the idea. There's no wrong answer, so do whichever is more comfortable. I'd say probably right hand going up is easier, and then if you want some like dramatic bass notes, we can add them on later in the song. But yeah, there you go. So there's you practicing for Amazed, and then next we just have your piano packet. So that's taken from this book. I'll just go through it a little bit here. And also, if/when, hopefully when, you decide to continue on with lessons, this is the book I would recommend you have going forward with you. It's, I mean, it says it in the title, all-in-one adult course for people such as yourself learning as an adult and not a kid. It's a really great book. It just goes over basics. And then I think what we'll probably do is we'll have this book and then just supplement it with other songs like Faithfully, like Amazed, like whatever else you feel like learning. So this would be the book, I would say. Anyways, so we've gone over finger numbers already. They're the same in each hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't fall into the trap of thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your left hand. A lot of people think that. Thumbs are always 1, pinkies are always 5. Fill in the blanks in the middle, okay? Sit tall, make sure your back is straight, your feet are flat, and again, golf ball sized space under here. If your wrists are below the piano, it's just going to make your life so much harder because it's way harder to control your hands, so make sure you're nice and above. Okay, we have gone over this a little bit, just different notes on the piano. The best thing I would say for you to do is you can just look online, find something like this. Just practice recognizing where the notes are. So for example, C is always going to be under a group of 2 black notes. B is always going to be above a group of 3. So that's one of the reasons we have groups of 2 and 3 black notes. They're more for landmarks on the piano than anything. Just get to know the notes on the piano. I'll also put a note naming game in your lesson plan for you to practice with. Okay, so name that key. We know all of these. It'll take some practice, but you do know all of them, so that's good. These, I would just read through this. It's not crucial that you do them. Isometric exercises like this, kind of the same idea as why we're doing those 5-finger scales, just to move your hands in a way that you're not used to. Another thing you can do is you can drum instead of up and down. You can do these 2, and then these 2, and then these 2, and go back and forth like that, just on, you know, table or driving to work on your steering wheel, whatever works for you. And then quarter notes and half notes. This is the one thing we actually will learn in your lesson book today. So this is new, quarter notes and half notes. All I want you to remember, when they are colored in and they have a tail, they are worth 1. When they are not colored in and still have a tail, they are worth 2. So for example, these here, it would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So with that in mind, this little exercise at the bottom here on page 13, and this is in your little packet that I gave you. It's a song you, I'm sure, will recognize. I'll give you the first note, but no others. It starts on E. So this is Ode to Joy. This is what you'll practice at home. Tell me if you recognize it. I'm sure you would recognize that. That's Ode to Joy. So the finger numbers written down here are for right hand. 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, and so on and so forth. Try it with both hands though, just so you're evenly practiced on both sides. The finger numbers are going to be wrong, right? Because in left hand it's 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, but still do it in each hand just for some extra practice. So that'll be page 13 in here, Ode to Joy. And the last thing, faithfully, that I just wrote out on the transcript paper for you, we have this. So, it's almost like I planned this. I did. But the chords we're using for Amazed actually work really well with that. So we're going to start with a C chord in our left hand for Highway Run. And hit the C chord. Now an F chord. Back to C. Now back to F. And finish on C. So for this one little line of Faithfully, you just need C and F chords in the left hand. Just something extra to practice to kind of spice up what you're doing. So I'll play it one more time without talking. Just watch my hands and then you practice it yourself. Alright, so we covered warm-ups, we covered Amazed, we covered the piano packet, and we covered Faithfully. That is it, that is all. This is your video lesson. I hope to see you continue your lessons, and if you do choose to do so, just make sure you give the front desk a call to register. But other than that, if I don't end up seeing you for continued lessons, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm sure you're gonna do great at your sister's wedding, and yeah, even in just 2 weeks, you made great progress. So have a good one, happy practicing, and that's the end of my sentence. Have a good one. Bye.